Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the AEW Dynamite pre-show. We are alive on this beautiful Wednesday, and I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're having a good one, if you're hoping the show will be good, you can leave a like on it right now. We also have super chats if you're feeling so generous. And look, I hate to wait around, because we have the wonderful 6-star on the show today. 6, tell the people how you're doing.
It's always a great day when I get to be on air talking about good Graps, which has been we'll get into it. It's been a difficult position to be an AEW fan the past few years, but it's nice to be here talking good stuff. Even better to be across the booth here from you, Novi. First time you and I have done a show one-on-one together, so super excited to do this. Also, happy birthday, February 19th. Happy birthday to Mayuri Watani, greatest professional wrestler of all time. Specifically in the joshi scene. She's great, and that has nothing to do with Dynamite, but it's a international holiday. So
yeah. Well, we love all Graps around here, and also happy birthday to Chaperone. We can't forget.
Two icons.
2 icons on the same birthday. It really makes you think. But look, it's good to have 2 icons on the screen today. Like I said, you guys can leave a like on this stream. It's great to see you all today. I would like to take a second here. Like you said, before we get into Dynamite talks, which it has been very hot lately, I'm very excited about it. You currently have a championship over your shoulder. Tell the people a little bit about that belt, huh?
So this is the All Elite Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship toy, which is the most prestigious title in professional wrestling, by the way. Also the most beautiful belt, modern belt. But more importantly than that, is that this is signed by not just 2 of the greatest wrestlers to ever wrestle in an AEW ring, but 2 of the greatest wrestlers of all time, period. So first we have the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Ooh. I've been accused of hating for many months now, but I love Bryan Danielson. Incredible.
But bigger than that, in my opinion, we have the autograph of the greatest professional wrestler to ever grace God's green earth, the man who has carried multiple promotions across different oceans on his shoulders. I am talking about the man who has collected more belts than people have fingers and toes. I'm talking about the man with more 5-star matches than many people have 5-star days in a lifetime. I'm talking about Kenny, chosen by God, Omega's signature on this belt. I'm peeking on my mic on this belt. So this is great stuff. This was a gift from my boyfriend for my birthday some time ago. So yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful sight. And in honor of this great Dynamite card and the amazing number that Kenny Omega has pulled in to All Elite Wrestling programming once again.
Don't get me started. Hey, come on now.
Oh, we're gonna get started here shortly, I believe.
Hey. Look,
we got the GOAT watching over us.
And guess what, folks? There's many people around the wrestling world who claim to be draws, who claim to bring in the numbers, to bring in the people. But I mean, you got Kenny Omega, big 1 million. Kyle Fletcher, big 1 million. Konosuke Takeshita, big 1 million. William Ospreay, 1 million. Guys, this simply doesn't get better than that. When's the last time AEW hit 1 million?
All I'm saying is, by the way, I don't have that number off the top of my head. I did at one point, and I don't have it right now.
A long time ago.
But who in AEW is responsible for the most million viewers on a program? It's Kenny by God Omega. It's
forced by fire.
Literally forced by a fire. What are we saying? Oh my goodness. Battle cry. That's my battle cry right there. It's Kenny Omega 1 million Omega. 1 million Omega. You guys, your goats literally cannot touch him. They can't lace his boots. They can't braid his hair. There is nothing your goats can do that Kenny Omega hasn't already done, I fear, in terms of being influential, having great matches, How many wrestlers have 3 great themes in a career?
Off the top of my head, maybe none. Except for one. Except for one. That's for sure. I mean,
oh my goodness.
Look, see, bombs. I respect it.
Kenny Omega has popped 1 million viewers off of a match graphic, by the way. He wasn't even wrestling on the card. This happened in 2021, 2022. Popped $1 million off a match graphic. People saw that his name was mentioned on the program and came to jump in. That's a star. Okay, that's a star.
It's a star. And look, Bomb says quarter hours. GOAT held 800K for an hour. I mean, the people stick around when Kenny Omega is wrestling. I mean, just it is what it is, you know. It's just that's what happens there. People.
Hey Novi.
What's up? What's up?
What was the Death Rider's number?
Yeah, man, it's not looking
What was the
good.
Death Rider's number?
It's not looking
Death Rider's
good.
number?
Hey, we have to give credit too. MJF has been good lately. We can give him some credit, but he still doesn't sniff. Look, Bombs, I respect you supporting your GOAT. I respect it. But does he sniff Kenneth Omega? Well, I'm not sure. I just can't say.
He can't even listen. It's not even that he doesn't sniff. Might as well not even have a nose, dude. Like no one is touching Kenny. No one is touching Kenny, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wrestler of the Year, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh my
2025
goodness.
Wrestler of the Year, it's coming. It's coming. Mr. Big Dude. Hold on, let's address this as well. Did Joe not pay you this month? He hasn't paid me yet. Maybe he's withholding funds.
I'm still waiting for my payment from the triple main event back in July.
Hey, you're gonna be waiting a while. I'm not gonna lie to you, you're gonna be waiting a while. It's not good. We get handshakes and hot dogs around here. That's true. He has been doing more of that lately. It's interesting to notice.
Novi and Six Star, we do this for the love of the game, by the way.
That's
love
true.
of the game, by the way.
Because Six, if there's one thing that could used to be described like us, just the both of us, we just love pro wrestling. I mean, we love it. Can't get enough.
Hey,
in fact,
word to Keiji Muto, pro wrestling love.
Pro wrestling love. Beauty. We'll get into the chat. Art irony is customary. Oh, beautiful. As customary, though, Art Irony sends his message 2 hours before the show goes live. Do you think they build up a new feud for Tony heading into Revolution? My thoughts are just that TK begged Sheeta's line and asked her to come job to Tony again. I'm not too sure. They haven't really set anything up for Tony yet, but there's an immediate reaction there. I'm curious. What's going on here?
First of all, I'm not a fan. Like, I would like if Sheeta's to return to be utilized. Sheeta has had an interesting run. I'm not going to get too into it. I loved Sheeta and what she did in like 2019 through 2022. I think since then it's been like kind of rocky, and that's not me. Like, but in terms of, I don't know. So like, I just imagine they're going to finish up Tony Storm, Mariah May. Like, I hope they do. I've liked a lot of aspects of the story. I'm higher on the match from Grand Slam than some of my peers are, especially that like ending angle with the flash pin. Yeah, with the roll up. But I don't know. I think there's so many women that are more than ready and more than qualified to hold the world title. And what we're doing with it right now is a fourth Tony Storm reign.
Yeah.
And I applaud Tony Storm for the work she's done, especially the character work and the match quality she's had since the Izumi match. But like, I think other women have done more, have had better matches, and I think should be the ones who are slotted into the world title. So if they were to set up something for Evolution, in my hopes, it would be for someone like a Willow, like a Chris, to win the world title. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But I can't say I'm particularly excited for a fourth Tony Storm reign.
Yeah, I can like you said, I'm happy that she's gotten herself over to this extent. I'm happy with the character work she's done. I've had a lot of fun with it. Ever since the beginning, I was having a lot of fun with it. I'm glad that her matches started to catch up to it after Izumi. Of course, Big Izumi had to do her thing. I'm glad the matches have been there for the most part. But when you look at me in the face and you say, hey, we're going to run Tony and Mariah again, and we're going to do it for what could be the best pay-per-view of the year, I'm not moved. And if you want to have that be the last time this happens, okay. But I need immediate direction for Willow or Chris Statlander to take that title, either at All In if you want to wait that long, or Double or Nothing. It has to be one of them. There's other women in the division that are just like, they've been great as well. I mean, Amanada's always there. She's up there. She's still doing ROH, which kind of have thoughts on that. But there's when you think of the women's division AEW right now, you think of Willow and Chris Statlander. One of them needs to hold the big world title.
I agree.
I'm down for a little Sheeta one-on-one, maybe 1 week for Tony to get us to that match, but Sheeta shouldn't be the program direction, in my opinion. I love Sheeta. I'll never let it go. Sheeta can be as washed as she ever so pleases. I'll still love it.
I also love Sheeta. Like I said, I have a lot of appreciation for the work that she has done. I think she's had some very good matches, including with I think she's had a good match with Toni Storm. But I'm just like, when I'm looking at this women's division, it's like I said, it's just like, I think there's so much good in it. And I just don't think that the highest high of the division right now for me is Toni Storm and Mariah May. Also on like a larger scale, and I'm someone who I had so much love for Mariah May in Stardom. I remember when she debuted, and I wasn't necessarily excited about that group, but I was excited about Mariah May and the work she was doing at the beginning because I'd seen some of her stuff in the British independent scene in 2022, 2021.
Yep.
And I thought she was doing good work. I think her being in the world title scene has been an active detriment to her progression as a wrestler, which is a shame because I think the story going into her winning the world title was, quite good.
Yeah. The angle, one of the best in AEW, I think maybe ever.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's just like, I think it's unfortunately come at a detriment to her own ability and her progression. I think she held a world title too soon. I think she needed more time to cook. Honestly, for my money, I would have given her let her have another year of Stardom and doing independent scene wrestling. Let her really build up more of that in-ring skill set, which she was very good at, by the way. She's had some very good matches. Mina Shirakawa versus Mariah May from the 5-star 2022. Great match. It's not that I think Mariah May is incapable. I just think that she needed more time to do more time getting reps in. And beyond that, more time doing TV reps, doing TV program and TV wrestling, which is very, very different before she touched the world title, because the reign wasn't great. And a lot of it was because of the circumstance surrounding it.
Not much you can even say. Like, I've always believed in Mariah. Like you said, when she joined AEW, I took a dive into a little bit of the Stardom stuff. Like, I know the match versus Julia, I think it was. I looked into that match, right? What you're not feeling that match? You done with Julia? Okay, I get it.
I've been done with Julia for years.
Fair,
Tam Nakano better, by the way. Tam Nakano better. Big ups, Tam Nakano. Big ups, Cosmic Angels. DDM is in the. Am I allowed to swear yet?
Yes.
DDM is in the fucking mud. Rest in piss, Donna del Mundo. More like Donna del Mierda. Fuck that. Fuck DDM. Fuck Julia. Trash, garbage. And I've been saying this since she was in Stardom, by the way. So I don't want to hear anyone cry about tribalism.
Yeah, you just weren't a fan. You never were. So I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Big Tam Nakano's on top of the scene. What's Julia doing? Nothing.
Now look, I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to. There's levels to this game. I'm not going to disagree with you. There's levels to this game. But I did dive into Mariah's Stardom stuff, and I did enjoy it. I thought the run to start was good. Her Queen Amanada match, I remember being a moment where I was like, okay, it's going to work. But like you said, the reign it didn't hit. I don't think she was ready. I think it's a learning moment. I think there's still room to progress afterwards. But we'll just have to wait and see, I have to see how it comes out of this Tony stuff whenever it finally finishes, what she can do outside of it. But yeah, I think Art, we've done your question a lot of justice here, but I appreciate you as always, Art. Mr. Big Dude, my God, it's Novi of Yeet fame. We here for the Raw 4 review and post show on a Wednesday. Okay, guys, I can go to the Monday night program, but I don't have to. I don't have to do the review, do I? I don't want to do the review.
Shout out Yeet Manus.
I mean, yeah, shout out Yeet Man. I was doing the Yeet last night, or on Monday. It is what it is. Shout out Big Yeet Man. You guys can continue to cry. He will be winning the belt at Big Mania.
I liked his match against Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship in late 2023. I think that's the last Raw match I watched.
I thought did you watch Raw this week? I thought, or last week.
No, I don't watch. I have not watched weekly WWE programming in nearly 10 years.
It was SmackDown. It was SmackDown when Joe was watching it. Weren't you there?
I was in the chat.
Weren't watching.
I wasn't watching. I was in the chat with Joe.
You were watching Joe talk about it, which is a little different.
No.
But Yeah, I was there at the Raw show on Monday. I decided, let's go experience something. Let's go. My girlfriend wanted to do it too. Let's just experience something. And I gotta say, folks, that yeet pop, a little different when you're in when you're in person, man. You can look around and see all the people doing the thing, a little different.
Y'all are so mad. Y'all are so mad that the Bloodline and the Shield run wrestling. You guys are just so mad. I'm a Shield. Here's the thing. I'm a Shield girly for life. So like whatever Roman's doing, whatever Seth is doing. John, I love you. As much as I hate the Death Riders, I will always love you. I will always love all those wrestlers, even if they're doing bad stuff.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I'm also I hold a lot of Shield nostalgia on my end too, but we'll keep moving forward. And a bit early in my opinion, but fun matchup between Bane and Statlander tonight. I would have thought they would have saved this feud for Revolution. Look, all I gotta say about this match, you know what I mean? Like, we can get some shit off. We can chat this match, but I mean, it's nothing like it. It's just nothing like two heavyweights doing what they do best for the love of the sport. I mean, this is just glorious, Graps. I'm very excited.
Feel it? Can you feel it, Novi?
I'm feeling it.
Can you feel it, chat? Can you feel it, chat? The power surging through me. The power surging through us. Oh, I'm talking about real fucking wrestling, Novi. I'm talking about the megas. I'm talking about the megasis. Megan Payne, Chris Statlander, exchanging chops, exchanging slams, exchanging lariats, exchanging suplexes. This is what this great sport is all about, Novi. This is the kind of thing. Hey, this can main event Sumo Hall, all right? This is the kind of thing you can throw on an AJW card in the 80s and the 90s, and it would fit right in, baby. I'm talking about real women doing real wrestling. We have never been this up.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, I just peeked my mic.
It's okay. It didn't even come across. You're good. That was incredible. That was beautiful.
I don't know what that just came out of me, Novi.
The spirit just overtook you. It was crazy. Ooh. I've never seen anything like it. Ooh. Look, I have an idea for this match, and walk with me here.
I'm walking.
Brawl. These two women throwing hands. Chris Statlander bleeds. Megan Payne doesn't because she only just started. She doesn't bleed just yet. Chris Statlander bleeding. They take it out of the ring. They take it into the crowd. The ref, fucking probably Bryce Remsburg. 1, 2, and guess what he counts to? He counts to fucking 10. Double count out, bleeding, brawl in the crowd, leading to the match at Revolution.
Hey, someone get Novi's been watching Joshi. Novi with the double count out? Novi with the double count out?
You said this match is perfect for sumo. I mean, we could work it like the Sumo Hall tonight. I mean, shit.
Oh my goodness.
I see no problem with that
match. If the chat couldn't tell, by the way, them both with color, that would move me tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
That would move me tremendously. I honestly think there's still a chance they can get this Revolution.
They can. They totally can. I think they should.
They can. I agree. I think it's a healthy sign for the division. Which, I mean, again, we're 5 years in. We shouldn't be talking about stuff like this like it's big and important. I'm not trying to cut AEW the slack it doesn't deserve. The bar's in hell. But I do think it's a healthy sign that we have a non-title feud, which I feel like people have been saying this for ages.
Yeah.
But a non-title feud with two women who can work, two women who can fucking wrestle.
It makes you feel good. I mean, it just makes you happy to see this happen. And like, look, Revolution is already stacking up. There could potentially be 3 women's matches on that show if they so choose. I need it. This needs to be one of them.
Didn't know Tony Khan was a feminist now.
I mean, things change. He's progressing. He's in the weeds, bro. He's listening. We're up.
You keep talking. I'm gonna grab something.
Okay, you go for it. Anjan, Kenny, by God, Milga put the world title on him right away. Very true, Anjan. I know you're very happy to see that number. Anjan, this is we just have to ride with it. Look, I see where you're coming from. I understand it, but sometimes you just got to ride the feeling. You just gotta rock with it. I'm gonna leave some of these. I need to hear 6 stars thoughts on this. I'm actually gonna scroll down because I'm seeing a message in chat from the wonderful
Revolution 2025. Am I right, folks?
Pour one up. It's just glory.
Oh my goodness, it's Chuck. I love Chuck so much. Hi, Chuck.
The
Can
famous.
You believe Chuck and I have only ever done one show together?
Really?
I know. And it was on the Late Night Grin.
Guess what? We can change that. We'll see what happens in the weeks to come.
Oh, you're trying to draw big houses now.
We can change that. There's a couple of lineups that I'm still working. I'm still working out the details here. We're trying to get the dates pulled. I know there's some girls on Graps Business we're gonna have to maneuver around. The promotional. Oh shit. It's okay. Just back up. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's good. Don't let it fall. It's Kenny by God Omega's signature.
It's Kenny by God Omega's world title. You know, I gotta respect it. Very true.
Very true. We always appreciate Chuck. Thank you for hanging out. I hope Girls on Graps was a great show. I watched the beginning. Shout out Lyric, by the way. Made an appearance on that show. Shout out Lyric.
Real quick. Shout out Lyric. One of the best journalists in wrestling today. She does absolutely amazing work. Super passionate. She also has an amazing Dynamite review, the Dynamite Burn book that happens right after Dynamite every single week. So go follow Lyric. I'm blanking on Lyric's on Twitter right now. I'll pull it up and tell you guys what it is
Lyric
here shortly. But Lyric is amazing, guys. If you're not already following Lyric and reading her work and seeing what she does, you're missing out on someone who is truly amazing and passionate about writing and talking about wrestling.
Yes, I posted her Twitter in the chat. Also, Lyric Swinton, I think on YouTube. I think it's a full name business. So please go support her. She's wonderful. Hopefully one of these days I'll hit her up and I'll get her on this show. That'd be a lot of fun. Some of the best takes you'll see on Twitter, genuinely.
Can you put up that comment from Bombs there?
I can't.
The most recent one, 654.
Okay, I'm gonna warn you. There's some business here. If you do some, there's something you can do here that wouldn't be right for this show. But I'll let you. Just go ahead, do your thing.
So on Novi's point, Lyric has some great takes. Okay. Amazing takes, even.
Okay.
And here's my thing. And I'm gonna say this. Those of you who've been around, I've been kind of been I've been around this wrestling Twitter space for a few years now. I was literally here to see the rise of Wrestle Purists. Great stuff. I started my journey at the name Six Star. Started this journey because I liked FTR. I was known as the FTR fan for a few months before I converted full time to Joshi. And it's not even, listen, a lot of it. Look at this flag I'm repping. Look at this flag I'm repping. Look at this flag I'm repping. I'm sorry. They associate themselves with someone who is truly disgusting. And that for me, I fell out of love with them because of it. They also haven't had a lot of great matches since 2022, but that's less of the reason I've turned on FTR.
There could be two reasons. I respect and understand that. I get it. Look, wrestling is it's a very interesting place when it comes to people. So I understand not being fans of someone for any given reason. But we have some more chats. I waited to bring this up for you, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. We have some Ricky business. How are we feeling about Ricky Saints, 6 star?
Listen, I'm gonna preface this by saying, God bless. Ricky's where he wants to be. Happy for him. I'm happy for him. Oh my.
Not a fan, I'm assuming. We can judge a little bit.
We're talking about being in a real name business. Who got to keep their real name when they left the territory? Ethan fucking Page got to keep his name.
Yeah, makes you think.
No, and this is not me just being a Ricky hater, which I'll admit I am. Genuinely, the name Ricky Starks is a good name. That's a great, it being his shoot. Is that a shoot name? I don't know, but
maybe.
I think I saw someone say it was a shoot name. I could be wrong. Here's the thing: whether it's his shoot name or not, Ricky Starks is such a great name for wrestling. Disregarding my own feelings about him, right?
Yeah.
Ricky Saints? It doesn't roll. It just feels awkward.
Yeah.
It is like such a downgrade from the name Ricky Starks.
Yeah. It really is. I respect him putting on for his city or whatever, but look, man, we don't do any of that. And look, I think it's a great time to swirl your wine, to take a sip, because we have one of the best wine workers in this game. One of the classical worker, I should say. I sent it. Charlie
Okay, Christian
has arrived.
I just here to hang out.
Chuck, it is
goodness.
great to see you.
God,
Tell
It's
us-
good to see you guys.
I mean, I heard you said in the chat. Look, it had to happen. You haven't been
Listen.
around 6 and doing shows. And look, we
I
can
know.
still work this into some promotional material in weeks to come. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But we can
Let
do
me
this
tweet
now.
that too.
I would
Let
love
me
to.
tweet
I would love
I'll
to.
do
I haven't tweeted. I should do that. The 6 Novi Chuck trio here. Hey, hey,
What a
hey.
connection.
Hey,
Listen.
What a connection.
this would be a good tag team. I think we could do some trios business. I think.
Oh,
we
there
can-
would be some good trios business here.
I think so.
Listen,
And
all I'm
look,
saying is Kenny Omega got 1 million, and look at the 3 of us. We're up. We're celebrating. We're hanging
We're
around.
so
We're previewing
We're-
a really wonderful Dynamite card.
I
Get
mean,
your
it's
fucking-
just wonderful. And also, I should mention, I want to take this moment while tweets get sent off. 6 Star has done something that no other guest has done because 6 Star is special. 6 Star has made us a wonderful thumbnail today, and we very much appreciate 6 Star for this beauty. This is the only thumbnail that doesn't look like all the other ones, and it's because this show is just that special between me and 6. It's wonderful. We very much appreciate that. And look, I think this is a good thing too. Here, let me find it. Let me find it. Of course, of course. This is an Anjan chat. This is what the annual. Yes, it is. If you guys forgot,
Ain't that
that's
crazy?
You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve to see the world title.
it's beautiful. Also, yes, that was an incredible gift. I mean, that's wow, what a birthday present. It couldn't get better.
Oh my
I would-
goodness. I love my boyfriend so much, you guys. He's the greatest. Chuck, I don't know if you were here. It's a AEW World Title toy signed by Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega.
It's signed,
that was-
but that's fucking rules.
yeah, that was
Glorious.
my birthday present.
Glorious.
Hell yeah. That's so-
Bleeding Green. Haven't been able to catch much of AEW the last couple of months. What's the landscape looking like? I'm so glad Kenny is back and I've got to catch up. Look, now's the time to jump in.
We're up. We're up.
Listen,
We've made it through.
as someone who has watched every single AEW Dynamite since 2019,
Mhm.
we had a scary 2024. To be honest, you can kind of ignore most of the weekly TV up
Mhm.
until like 3 weeks
4 weeks
ago.
ago. Yeah.
4 weeks ago.
I would say like what I say, like the third week is this week. I would say the last 2 weeks have been really, really good.
Mhm.
Maybe Hurt Syndicate versus Private Party. You can probably tag back in there.
Yeah,
Question mark.
that's not a bad spot to jump. But the last 2 weeks
The
of
Hurt
AEW TV,
Syndicate era, bro. Maybe
Oh
they've
my
saved
goodness.
AEW.
And
Hey.
in the words of one Novi, and for those who haven't watched this wonderful YouTube video, it's on Novi's YouTube channel, the old wrestler problem in AEW.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is 48 and 49-year-old Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are some of the most exciting things in wrestling
Mm-hmm.
right now, not just in AEW, in wrestling. And 60-something-year-old MVP, right? So they've done some great, truly, honestly, like these are going to be, when we're looking back at like 2024, 2025 in a few years, you're going to see these signings as pivotal to like really important
Pivotal,
changes in the promotion.
and look, that video, which I appreciate the shout out very much. That video, my conclusion was, it's not about how old the wrestler is. It's not about, what they can do in the ring. It's about if they can still add something to the promotion, if they still prove to be valuable every single week. And since we've kind of shoved a lot of the old guys that haven't been valuable off TV and have brought the ones that are in, the show's gotten better. Jeff Jarrett hasn't been around, and the show's better for it. It's like he didn't have anything to provide. He shouldn't be on the show. It is what it is. Dustin's gonna take your spot, bro. It is what it is. That's the game.
Shout out Dustin.
Oh.
The best wrestling son of Dusty Rhodes.
Oh man. Shout out
T.
Big Natural. Shout out Big Natural.
Shout out to Big Natural. Oh yeah.
Wonderful. Let's see here. Anjan can't get enough. When's the last time the current world champion drew a millie? Let's have a conversation. Like, makes you think.
Like
Chuck,
2 years ago, bro.
2 years
I was
ago.
actually thinking about this the other day. The last time that AEW actually drew like 1 million for like their programming, like as like the viewership number, was because of Moxley.
Yeah.
What was it?
How the Mighty Fall. That was like Punk era. So how the Mighty Fall.
I'm thinking was it Mox Punk? world title match.
Was it the 3
It
minutes?
might have been in that era. I would have tweeted about it. So let me find a tweet real quick. Because
Yeah.
I know I was in my era of tweeting, 1 mini Mox.
I'd really want to know that because it's been a long time, but it does make you think that those 4 guys on Saturday did their thing like that. I mean, there was a big lead in. I won't deny it, but that doesn't mean that they didn't stick around because they stuck around. Those people.
Listen. I will always love John Moxley.
14th of September 2022, I believe.
That I think
That might have been like
Hang
is
on.
that Grand Slam.
maybe. It was
Maybe
the Evil
that's
Uno
close.
match.
I'm
That match
looking.
was kind of beast.
You said September 14th, 2022?
That's what my Twitter's saying. Well, I tweeted it on the 15th of September, which would have been the day
Okay,
after.
that is Grand Slam, which was Chris Jericho, Bryan Danielson 2. This is the Tournament of Champions. John Mox, Sammy Guevara, and I'm pretty sure the winner.
Oh.
And then there was a tag match, Tony Storm and Athena, Serena Deeb, the Doctor.
You guys remember when?
Oh, no,
Athena
that was
on AEW
22. What?
programming?
Why is it giving me 22? Oh, hang on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm tripping.
2022. That's the year I said.
Oh, that was the year you said. Okay, I'm not. I thought it was 23. I'm tripping. I'm going crazy. Okay, hang on.
Anyways, shout out 1 million Omega. Lead in
1
this,
million
lead in
Omega.
that. I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah.
Yo.
I don't care.
Jungle Boy
who's
Jay
the top of that
Lethal.
quarter hour?
Oh my God. Swerving Our Glory,
Yes.
Lucha Bros.
Oh
That's
my goodness.
Interesting time to be alive.
I miss
Um,
Keith Lee 2016 through 2019.
Yes, it's long way since that. Biomega is saying Steel Cage could be Mox Kenny then. That Drew a Millie.
I don't think
That's-
that's Drew Millie, bro.
It
don't
might have
think
gotten
that's Drew
close,
Millie.
but
I wasn't talking about a segment drawing a million. I was talking about like the show, like the number just being like the overall number being a million.
Oh, the
Mm.
overall number being a million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Hey. Anyways,
Still
I'll always
Not
love
the 4
Mox.
hours. Not the 4 hours.
Responding to Anjan here, I will always love Mox, regardless of how awful his current stuff is. Josh Barnett, believe me when I say I am a prison abolitionist, except for you. I am going to lock you in the deepest, darkest depths of hell for what you did to John Moxley. You took advantage of a man who was concussed and created a monster. A monster. Someone who terrorizes my television.
it's just disgusting. Poisoning our great wrestlers with shoot style. Bad
Oh,
shoot style, I
so
should even
sad.
say. Because shoot style is good, but not Barnett's version of it. Most
I
of the
miss
time.
Mox when he would just bleed. All you bitches that complained about Mox bleeding. Look what you've done.
So stupid. So dumb. Come on, guys. Let's. I need it now. He needs to start the coat match.
Run that blade, bro.
The coat match,
Run-
that needs to be a double bleeder. And it
John
should be
Moxley.
gushing.
John Moxley, I'm talking to you right now, and everyone else can listen, but John Moxley, this is at you, buddy. Listen. Put down your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for Dummies book, okay? And pick up your Terry Funk tape, bro.
Oh,
Pick it back up. It's
that 4.5
collecting
hours.
dust. It's collecting dust on your shelf. Please, I beg of you.
Yo.
Watch wrestling that matters, that means something, and come back with that passion.
Yo.
Please.
John Moxley, check that WWE Vault channel, bro. They got 4.5 hours of it. Tune in. You need to watch the whole thing, pal. I want to bring this up too. That was Grin of the Year, that show that you were on. I'm pretty sure. Did that win? I'm pretty sure that won 6-star.
Did it? I thought the wine sessions won.
Did it?
Hey, let's
I don't
get into
remember,
it for a
bro.
second. I was cucked. I was cucked in those awards. What do you mean MJF was in the Rookie of the Year conversation over me? I did a show for 3 hours.
True. Cook them.
I
Cook 'em.
jest, of course. I
Cook your
I
shit.
love the Late Night Grin. Shout out Joe Holbert. Please don't
Yes,
send those black vans out
That
my
looks
door.
wrong.
Okay,
I'm missing a nail.
wine sessions won. But it's maybe it shouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't have. I don't know.
That stream was so fucking funny, bro. I was delusional by the end of it. I had not slept. I did not sleep before that watch long. It was like 9 a.m. when I finally went to bed.
Chuck, I watched
was
the
in-
whole thing.
Let's talk about love of the
It was
game.
incredible.
Let's talk about love of the game, right? First of all,
I
was
do a lot
invited-
of shit for the love of the game.
I was invited for the Joshi portion. I would have come in for the earlier stuff, but I was invited for the Joshi portion, and I think I did pretty good. I provided a lot of
You
context.
did.
For those who don't remember, I was fully on a vacation in Mexico visiting my family. I was at my uncle's place in a room by myself, right? At like 2-3 in the morning local time, yelling into my microphone about Io Shirai. Love of the game, guys.
Beautiful match.
I was in Mexico on a vacation, watching live, reacting live for you all, for the people. I do it for the people, by the way. I do it for the people.
That match, Io and Utami from that show that was a part of that broadcast was my women's match of the year last year. And there was a lot of reasons for that. It was because of the Grin Along. It helped a lot. It was because that was also my birthday. So it was a great way to start the day. And the match fucking rocked. It was glorious. So that's why.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Got to give credit where it's due. Got to give credit where it's due.
If you want to hear our thoughts, you can go watch the VOD.
True. It's still up on the Grin channel.
Please don't tell me how cooked I was, because I refuse to watch it back.
It's best not to.
I think I was wearing props throughout that show too. I'm just trying to remembering back. I think I started my appearance with the mask on.
I turned up to that show with like no makeup on. My hair was braided. Like I was.
And you still look good as hell.
You're just balling. You're just balling, Chuck. So it's what you do. It's what you do. Anjan, I'm putting this. I'm letting Anjan get his shit off. Last time AEW drew 1 million quarters, guess who was in the main event? I'll give you a hint. Best Bout Machine, and it was early 23. Glory be to the Best Bout Machine. Glory be to By God Omega.
Kenny Omega was the greatest professional wrestler of all time.
If you don't have a singles match at Forbidden Door, I'm going to commit federal crimes.
Oh, that would be horrid. He needs to have a good one too, like a big one.
Yes.
Bombs brings it up on the match from Grand Slam. The roll-up was long-term storytelling. You're not wrong.
Yeah, bro.
You're not wrong. I
liked the match.
I liked the match. I didn't love the finish necessarily. The match was worked a little. It was a little strange. I didn't know why Tony was in control so much. It was kind of funky a little bit. And the roll-up makes sense, although I don't know. It was a heated feud. I needed a little more heat to it. I need a little bit more fire.
Well, I think they're going to run it back. I don't want them to, but I do think they're going to run it back.
And that's why it's okay. The roll-up is happening. They're going to do one more time.
If they do run it back, I think the match needs to be fitting of the story they've told. I need blood and I need screaming.
Yeah. There was a little bit of blood.
I low-key think that they should just run it as a lights-out match. Fuck the belt. It's not about the belt no more. Just make a lights out match. Kill each other. I think cool.
Maybe we put the belt on someone else then and let them have a lights out match.
Man. I said from the beginning that Toni Storm is going to be a transitional champion when she wins the belt back from Mariah May. I think she's going to drop it to either Chris or Willow in the next 6 weeks.
That's what we've both said would be the best route of attack. I think that'd be perfect. Bombs asks as well, who are the heels in the women's division? Mercedes, Megan, kind of.
Anyone with an M name?
All the M's are all. They're all.
If your name begins with M, you are evil.
Yeah, I think those are some names. I don't even like. Those are the prominent ones. So
Deonna and Taya Valkyrie are heels, I guess. Ooh. I'm just saying, bro. People are asking for names.
Hold, something smells like shit in here, bro. Hold on. Spray some Febreze. Give me a minute.
Oh, you know what? You know what I'm a real one like me. If I were given reins over this division, I'm bringing up some of these amazing ROH women up. Is what I'm doing. I'm bringing Red Velvet up. I'm bringing Athena.
Velvet, Aminata, Athena.
For those who have been tapped in. Back when I was part of the All Elite Cast podcast with Scott Edwards Wrestling, shout out Scott Edwards Wrestling, my co-host on the Gold Star podcast.
I was going to say you put it up with these, not dead.
God bless. No, but he's the GOAT. But he's the GOAT.
He is GOAT, yeah.
Always watching over us.
Hey, Scott. Hey, if you're interested in Joshi or into Joshi, Scott Edwards is the man to follow. By the way, Scott Wrestling on Twitter,
YouTube channel,
the Joshi Informer newsletter, the best source for Joshi information on any given week. Anyways. Back on the All Elite Cast, I was saying around the time of Revolution 2023 how desperately I wanted Red Velvet to get like a meaningful push. I've been riding for Red Velvet for years. She is one of the best wrestlers signed to Tony Khan Promotions, and she is. Unfortunately, she's now won ROH gold, right, or silver.
Yes.
But like, she's not had the opportunity that I think she deserves to shine on television because she is great.
Mhm.
Like, she was never given a lot, but crowds got behind her. She had literally, she like only had, I think her like floor of matches was a good match on any given week. She gave Jade Cargill during her TBS run a good match, which is few and far between of those. So let's give Red Velvet some attention on the roster, on like the main AEW roster.
Since she came back from that injury all that time ago, she has continued to get better and better and better. She has like in kind of similar ways to Kyle Fletcher, her work as like a snarky little heel has like continuously improved. It's really, really good up this point. I think she deserves some shine. One name I want to give out for the ROH Women's Division who should be on AEW more, Diamante. She's very good, guys.
Diamante.
She would be a great
Diamante,
depth piece
absolutely.
in the same way that Penelope would be, or is right now.
Penelope.
Penelope Ford. Yeah.
Shut up, Penelope. I like this little run she's been on.
She's been doing good stuff.
I'm happy for her.
She is a good hand. She is a good hand.
Yes.
I would agree. JA, good to see Jay. I'm going to spread some more positivity. We've been pretty positive on the show. If AEW is good, we're usually in a good mood. I think for at least the three of us. Dustin MJF was great. True. Hangman is my GOAT. True. Grand Slam was pretty good. True. Kenny and Sketchta will have the best match of the night at Revolution. True. Yeah, all true.
Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Adam Page, you are a man unlike any other. Hangman Adam Page, you beautiful, beautiful creature. You amazing cowboy. You have given so much to this game. You have given your life to this game. And what is it giving back to you? It's giving you nothing but pain. And you deserve the world. Hangman Adam Page. Oh my goodness. Talk about Hangman Adam Page is a former world champion, former world tag team champion, and still somehow underrated.
How does it happen?
How does it happen?
Look,
I think pound for pound, and a lot of people love to talk about, like, listen, obviously shout out the GOAT Kenny Omega, and people love Takeshita, the most athletic man in wrestling, the most athletic person in wrestling, period. Will Ospreay, the most like one of the most like crazy, expressive, explosive wrestlers. Hangman Adam Page, I think pound for pound is like on any given week can probably have on average the best match.
Yes.
He's just amazing. He has such range.
He's sensational.
Too.
Oh, look, guys, I'm speaking right now. This is not the last time 6-star will be here. He's fitting right in. I was just, it's great to have him on this show. I mean, shit, he'd be on every week at this rate. I mean, it's wonderful. Hangman praise like that. I mean, it's glorious.
Chuck and I became friends through Hangman praise. Actually,
we did.
Us both.
That might be how me and Novi became friends as well. Actually,
it was a big part of it because you're on this show a couple times and we've talked our talk about Hangman Adam Page. Just,
Hangman brings the people together.
Look, he really does. No,
he does.
He's the people's. He's the people's champion.
He's the people's princess.
He's the people's princess.
He is my Princess Diana.
Hey. Shout out again. Happy birthday, Chapel Roan.
Happy birthday, Chapel Roan.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Pink Pony Page. He's an icon. He's an icon around here.
He needs to bring back those cow print pants immediately whenever he goes back to
his outfits are getting lighter. He's not looking as grumpy anymore. I love the heel run. I wish I did
Adam
more with
Page.
it, but
we're
back.
So,
we're so back.
Hangman Page did deserve a better heel run. Everything he did as a heel was great. He deserved a better heel run. Like everything he did individually, not all the stuff he was slotted into, not the way he was utilized. Everything Hangman Page did as a heel, Hangman Page, the person, the character, amazing work. That being said, and as I am upset that the heel run is seemingly ending sooner than I would have personally have booked it to end.
Yes, I agree.
But hey, Hangman Page with embroidered jeans.
And look,
I see those butterflies again. I am going to black out.
Look. I'm forgive me, folks, if I'm speaking out of turn, a little crazy here. But he doesn't have to shave off that sexy ass mustache he's got going on. He doesn't need to do all that.
No.
I'd like him to keep it on, man.
Please
No,
Look,
no.
good looking guy with that mustache, you know?
Hey, Hangman.
The hangman. The hangman. Wow, that's real Joe Holbert build of me. Hangman, please keep the mustache. I will do anything.
Hangman. Listen. You can if you're turning back face, you're allowed to ditch the awesome jacket. You're allowed to ditch the awesome black and fire gear. But hey,
the mustache.
Let's keep those. Let's keep that mustache around.
Yes.
Let's not get too hasty.
Let's
not get too. Hangman Page and Chaps, please. Hey, listen, a real one like me. When Chuck's inevitable booking of the Swerve Hangman World Tag Team Championship happens around, real one like me is throwing the chaps on both of them. Real one like me personally.
Let's move on before I say something that will get me cancelled.
Okay, we're talking. It's okay. You're just talking. Also, I see. I'm not going to scroll back down because my God. But Kale, this wasn't advertised, but we are here. We got a 3 booth right now.
This wasn't advertised. I just hang out.
You just follow.
Charlie with the run-in. Charlie with the run-in.
We have a ginormous amount of chats. I'm scrolling down. We're gonna get through them all.
Previewed this card.
We don't do that anymore. We just talk Graps. And if you
I was
guys
gonna say, do you still preview the show?
if you guys talk about it in chat, we'll talk about it. But I'm not going segment by segment. We ain't doing.
If you guys want to keep talking about Hangman and how attractive he is, I could see her all day.
It's fine. I'm not saying you guys should. Charlie might say something, but it's still possible. You can still do it. It's okay.
Listen. I talked about underwater head for like 10 minutes on Girls of Graps.
What?
All I'm saying is if they leaked the messages between Chuck and I talking about Hangman Adam Page, it'd be over for us.
Listen,
Did you say emphatic head? Is that what you just said?
Aquatic head.
Aquatic?
Oh, we're talking about
Temptation
La
Island.
Isla de Tentacion. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm out of the loop here because I was thinking aquatic,
it's a Spanish reality TV show.
Is it the one with the Twitter clips?
Yeah.
Yes. Montoya,
Montoya.
But
No!
there was a clip of a girl from the show. She was giving head underwater. It was mad impressive.
Shout out to her.
No, listen. Talking about love of the game, you're getting nothing but chlorinated water. That's crazy business.
Like, I don't understand it because how are you breathing? Like, how?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't seem to work very well. I didn't seem very.
She was doing it. I saw the clip with my very eyes.
I've seen some clips from that show, and they do their thing over there. That's all I'll say. You know.
Chuck was talking about breath control. I'm talking about breath control again. I'm sorry.
That's what happens when you get this lineup together. It's okay. We'll move forward. 6-star generational hater, and I have no choice but to respect it. Very true. 6-star, you are that.
It's what I do. Listen,
yeah.
and honestly, it's what the people love for whatever reason.
And also big dog energy as well. You also bring that.
Oh yeah.
I try my best.
This is a good question here. 6-star. Do you like Seth?
I love Seth Rollins. I said it and I'll say it again. I am a Shield girly till I die. Like they can be doing, I don't care if they're washed in ring, if they're washed from a performance standpoint, if none of that. I will always love the members of the Shield. Shout out Kurt Angle, by the way. But also my thing, right? I need people to understand, right? I shit on the WWE a lot. It's not like a bit. I don't watch the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. I have not been tuned into their like weekly main roster programming since 2016. I haven't been tuned into NXT since 2019. I watch maybe a pay-per-view a year, and I can probably count the matches I see from WWE on my hands with my 10 fingers. I do not watch the program a lot. So when a lot of people were like shitting on Seth and stuff, sure, cool. Maybe you're right even. Do I care? No. Because none of my enjoyment of the wrestlers in that company have anything to do with the shit they do on weekly television, the matches that they have on pay-per-views. It's only because I've been a fan of theirs for many years.
I respect that. And shout out Seth. I was at the Monday Night program, as we've gone over a couple times. Seth had a great main event match against Finn Balor. Got a nice little 3.5,
Did he?
3 3/4. Nothing.
You got
crazy.
a 3-star match at a modern Valor singles. I'm a drink to that.
Hey, man.
I'm a drink to that.
Look, me and the dead guy on the timeline, we were chatting in the DMs. We're like, hey man, that closing segment wasn't too bad. But this is also a thing here. Dare Rich, shout out Dare. According to Cage Match, Christian Cage and Samoa last faced in 2008 in TNA. This is very true.
Halloween.
The first time locking up.
Halloween.
It's Halloween. Yep.
Halloween.
Yep.
2008 is when I started watching TNA. That's when I learned about the Samoan Joseph.
I was watching TNA in 2008.
I was 5.
I was also
I was
5.
7, 8.
I just wasn't.
I was
I didn't know
also
ball. I
5.
like NASCAR. You know, I like football.
I grew up in a family that watched wrestling. My older siblings were tapped in.
Yeah,
So
this
shout
is
out older siblings.
a 6-star fact that has popped. P of Dumb Guy Live is that like I got my start in wrestling by watching like VHSs of 80s lucha. In my family. And I also watched the WWE. Don't get it twisted. Like I was also watching the WWE, but like a lot of like my wrestling fandom as a child was me watching lucha and watching like WCW, and ECW, because that's what like we got from the flea market VHSs.
Yeah,
That's fucking awesome. By the way, that's such a sick way to get introduced to wrestling. A big part of my wrestling fandom is Uncle Al. Look, guys. I decided to go to the Monday night program because I wanted to see a fucking Styles Clash in person, and I got one, and it was glorious. He won with that damn move too. He didn't do the phenomenal forearm. Let's fucking go. We're so up. We're so
Uncle Alan, if you know Bull, I'll be seeing you at Forbidden Door, bro.
Clock's a ticking. We need the match, brother. We need the match. You got to come wrestle him. William Ospreay, he's been asking around, brother.
Wilhelm Ospreay is waiting for you.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, it's 6. The way you just popped in the street.
What? Whose mask is that?
This is Santo.
I was gonna say something.
You're right.
This is Mil Máscaras.
I'm not too sure if he's wearing a mask, but we do. I didn't want to leave him out. He was sad in the chat. We had to bring him on. He's telling me no, but should I just do it anyways right about now? Or?
Do it anyways.
No. He's come off camera. We'll leave him back. He's wow, just disgusting. Let's see here. I'm scrolling down. We have Lyric, great talk, very true. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
Liv Morgan having the best shoot name in wrestling. Gianna Daddio, right? Her name.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And I think our backstage cohort is prepared.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah!
Hi everybody.
Welcome, Caden. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm flying in space a little bit.
Mhm.
That's
Moving the convoy.
Do you like green women?
I love green women.
Shout out.
Nothing better.
You from
Well, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about exchange operations. Banger.
Exchange operate. That's so crazy. That movie's so bad.
I didn't recognize the mask at first. You came on screen and I was like, what is happening?
I
There's a
don't know.
button somewhere in here.
Find the fucking button. Oh my god. 6 stars
Oh, there is so
mask.
much happening. I don't have a mask.
I have one, but I hung it up. It's over there now.
Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico!
Oh, Caden's found the button. The lights are on. Someone's finally home in there.
Oh my god.
I
The
can't
lights
hear
are on.
anything.
We're gonna keep scrolling down the chat. We are painfully behind, but I appreciate all you wonderful people hanging out. If you've enjoyed this fucking insane broadcast, make sure to leave a like on it. We have super chats as well. If you love Mystico, if you love Guardians of the Galaxy, if you love green women, it's all there. Just send in a super chat if you're generous. We're gonna keep moving
listen,
down.
hey, listen, guys, we're in a TV deal business. We need to get this money up. So send those super chats. Hey. Cheers,
folks.
Salud.
Damn.
Salud.
My drink's empty.
Viva Mexico.
We're trying to get on True TV, guys. Make sure to send them in. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to get a spot. Andy Boy Lettuce. I appreciate you very, very. Thank you very
For
much.
real.
Thank you very much.
Real stuff.
This is also very good to bring up Art Irony. You've continuously maintained this war. It's very interesting. You've left the squad, but you know sometimes you gotta.
It's
taste it.
because I changed my hair wash day, so now I can't wear beanies at this point in the week.
My
I can,
shoot-
but I won't.
the shoot is I wear my beanie when it's not a hair wash day, and it's looking a bit bad.
I wear
If you want
hats.
to see my hair, if you want to see my hair, and also I had a mustache for the past like month and a half, 2 months, and I just shaved it. If you want to see my beautiful, luscious hair and the mustache I just shaved, Gold Star Podcast VODs on the Wrestle Furious YouTube channel.
Hell yeah.
True.
Yes.
Shout out the best place for all joshi for all puro. Please check them out.
It's true.
Spirit
It's
channel.
true. It's true.
Anjan, were you able to lure Uncle out of the Dubland during your visit to the Monday Night Wrestling event? I did have a conversation. I did talk to him from very high up in the arena, so I don't know if she heard it. But I said, "Come wrestle Will Ospreay," and he went.
Yeah, no,
it's real.
I meant to ask you, like, how was it talking to my good friend Steve up there?
I actually spoke to someone made a funny thing. It was like it was like some dead guy. He's like, I'm glad he's sitting next to him because I was so high up. People thought it was in heaven. I'm not
making
referencing
jokes
what you're
about
telling me.
dead people. Of course he is.
And they won't mind. Let's see here. JA, what's the likelihood of Cope beating Mox? I really just want to see the world title again. Odds all across the board. Give me a percentage.
I'm at like 70%.
I was literally about to say 70%.
I don't think Coates walking out with the belt.
I was
but
at
do think
70%
it's gonna be
I
Mox.
don't. Yeah, I don't think Cope's
Hey,
walking.
wait. Guys. You know who started a feud but didn't really get into it with who I imagine we all assume Christian Cage is walking out of Revolution with the belt. You know who started a feud with Christian Cage but didn't really get anywhere and didn't finish it and is about to maybe is about to go on a babyface turn? Hangman Adam Page.
Hey.
Ooh, baby.
Baby Whipper.
Some are calling it. Some are calling it double championship or fucking nothing. The second world title run or nothing. It's happening in Arizona. Calling it now. Big dude.
Yeah, I think Christian's winning. I think Christian's winning.
I think we all across the board feel this way. Hope it's this way. 6-star thoughts when we get to Seth Roman WrestleMania main event.
Listen, I have no fucking clue, but I'm seated. I'm there.
I'm so there. So there.
My thing is, I don't want to give my money to WWE. I would go watch a Seth Roman main event. I also, if I can, would like to see, and Chuck, you can cover your ears, would love to see John Cena wrestle. Would love to see John Cena wrestle before he retires. I also still need to watch Rey Mysterio. So
Rey Mysterio is on my list, yeah. That's like one of the only people I haven't ticked off my bucket list.
Guys, when the main event ends with Seth holding the chair and then looking at Roman, and putting it down into a spear. 1, 2, 3.
Tears.
Oh,
I will cry
it's-
buckets. The
it's
shield
deep.
lives forever, bro.
It's
Six. What do they call that? What do
They call that peak fucking cinema, dude.
They call that fucking cinema. That's what they
They call
do.
that fucking cinema. Listen. People can listen again, and I don't watch I do not watch the weekly program, so it did not affect me at all. People were crying online, crying. Oh, Roman Reigns has been champion for so long. Oh, Cody Rhodes, cry, dude. Roman Reigns is like the biggest fucking guy in the industry right now. Oh my goodness,
God.
Roman Reigns is awesome, dude. I love Roman. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, he sleepwalks through matches. Oh, no. Have you considered? I don't watch him wrestle.
One's
up.
Far.
One's
Put the ones
up.
up.
Put the motherfucking ones up and cry. I don't care.
Look, it's good we bring this up as well. Perk Shirai brings it up. We talking about ratings, we talking about numbers, but Big Bill and Powerhouse Hobbs could have the TV match of the year tonight in that street fight.
And Will Ospreay and Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, the proto star Kyle Fletcher had the TV match of the year, you guys. I'm sorry. And I love Big Bill and I love the Powerhouse. But come on, guys. Come on.
I hear what you're saying. And I would agree with that. However, Big Bill and Hobbs are going to have a heater tonight. No matter if it's the TV
Oh,
match
absolutely.
of the year.
Peace.
The street fight's been building up for a long time. And I've loved every single one of their brawls. I am looking forward to this match. I'm very, very excited. Caden, I want to know what your thoughts are on this. I don't know if I've ever heard you talk about this.
I haven't really talked about this because I haven't talked about AEW a lot recently. And like quite honestly, I've missed a lot of the feud just because like it happened in like the one part of the show where I just like was not interested, like those 2 months where I just didn't care. But the stuff I have seen is really good, and I'm very excited for their match tonight. Maybe it's a hot take. I know a lot of people wanted this to end up on Revolution to have like their match on a big pay-per-view. I prefer that it's gonna like likely main event TV tonight. I think it's a better spot for them and like can give them a different type of highlight within like the issue with AEW pay-per-views is because of the way they do it, it's so easy for something to get lost in the shuffle. Like we don't even think about the Statlander Mercedes match from World's End because we talk about the Okada match more. I'm not saying that people don't.
Who is
You
we?
don't.
Who is we?
Yo, Six, are we? Is he talking French? I don't know what's going on
That's
here.
what I'm saying. Hey, fuck the French, by the way. I am never forgiving you for what you did to Haiti. Never. Fuck you, French. Fuck you,
We hate the
France.
French. But I see it a lot. Like where really good matches will just get kind of like
Welcome back,
lost in
Chuck.
the shuffle and people are talking about different things. So I like that they're going to be able to get their spot tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I think you both would be on the same page.
It's gonna rule.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Six. Same page.
This is just what AEW Dynamite should be about. Okay.
Mhm.
It should be about a variety of wrestling that you can't see anywhere, literally anywhere else in the world. Anywhere else in the world. That is what brought AEW to the game in the first place. Okay.
Mhm.
And I genuinely think there is no better way to solidify this push towards a better reception than to let these two men who've been building this story, who, and might I say, have found a way to make Jericho segments tolerable and enjoyable. By the way, that's the power of Will Hobbs. That's the power of Big Bill. They deserve this TV main event. And I genuinely, and setting aside how amazing the Grand Slam opener was, I think this can absolutely be the Dynamite match of the year, and it's going to be in the Dynamite match of the year contender if they allow. And what I'm thinking they'll allow is the time and the slot that it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Needs to be highlighted on the show with things around it. I agree. I think we're all very much looking forward to. I'd love for it to be the main. It's been a great build on TV. They would have earned it, I think, by what they've done. Bombs, Onita Hayabusa. Oh man. I get what you're saying, but Hayabusa minutes. I mean, you can't get enough of all that. That's good shit. That's good graps.
Shout out
Let's see
Hayabusa.
here. Always. What?
What happened?
There was a match announced for GCW, but I'm gonna get cooked for reacting like that.
Oh shit.
What's the match, Chuck?
I'm looking at the match.
Chuck,
Chuck.
It's,
tell us who's in it.
Match, Chuck.
Tell us who's in it.
It's Zack Sabre Jr. versus Drew Parker.
You're a fucking pervert. You know that?
Novi, she acted like AJ Styles just left the WWF.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she was like, "Oh my god, we're getting the Osprey Styles match." That's what that reaction was. But no,
Drew Parker in 2025. You know what? I love Chuck so much. I'm just gonna look past this right now.
That's the thing. Chat. I'm gonna
And
ask you
find
all.
peace.
Let's be respectful to Chuck and her favorites. Let's be respectful. Let's keep
Shout
it
out-
moving.
hey,
That's literally my picking. It is my
Hey,
picking.
shout out Zack Sabre Jr.
Shout
Shout
out.
out
Former
to the
IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Shout out Hiroki Goto, by the way. Bringing real honor, bringing real pride, bringing real wrestling to the motherfucking Lion brand, by the way.
Beautiful. The Lion brand is back. Also, Bomb said, I thought someone died.
When is this match happening?
I think it's like
The
March
1st
1st
of
or something.
March. I will be in Cardiff.
Is
Wow.
it in? It's there, right? Is that a
What?
match
No, it's
happening
in
in
Los
England, or
Angeles.
is it like?
No, it's happening in LA.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in LA.
we'll see. We'll see what kind of flights you take around that time. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna be in Cardiff. I'm gonna be at Attack
Oh.
Pro Wrestling.
Oh boy!
Shout out Attack.
Shout out Attack.
Shout
Shirley.
out.
Shirley. let's see here. Also,
Wait, can I get into this for a second really quickly before we move? So,
Oh, no.
and Chuck knows
that's
this. Chuck knows this. This is completely unrelated to Brit Rest, by the way. I'm not gonna dox myself. I go to school on the East Coast, but I live on the West Coast. Every single time AEW does anything in my vicinity, it's when I'm in college. And when they do something on the East Coast, they either do it when I'm really busy academically or when I'm back on the West Coast. Because why is there a motherfucking pay-per-view on the West Coast, something I can drive in less than 24 hours and can fly in a handful? I'm not going to say where I live. I'm not going to dox myself. I could very well live in Arizona, and I'm lying to you all. A pay-per-view I can get to pretty easily, happening the same fucking weekend that I graduate.
that's disgusting. They hate you.
That's
They're
so
attacking
funny.
you. In fact,
This was
Well,
my
Tony
experience.
Khan, Tony Khan, what is this? What
Piece of
is
shit.
this?
piece
You
of
don't
shit.
you don't like trans brown people with a little bit of funk to their step?
No, he
A little bit of funk to their step?
did
What is this?
the same thing to me with World's End.
Wow.
Did it 2 weeks after I left Florida.
He gave the
brutal.
Carolinas one good pay per view, so we good for a minute.
Yeah, you
know?
ain't getting anything else, Novi.
I got
No,
the
you're
one.
not.
I know they'll never return, but I'm happy. Thank you.
What
for
a
that,
pay-per-view
for that.
though. What a pay-per-view though.
I couldn't be
That
happier.
pay-per-view
Truly,
ruled.
I couldn't be happier.
I'm
that I
sad
was
to be
there.
missing Revolution this year.
Yeah.
I might
You and me
cry when I'm
both.
Yo, but we got the real still in the Carolinas here, baby. We're front row for the deadlock. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I need to see Adam Priest win that damn belt. It's gotta happen. Bombs. I think we should bring this up too. We were talking match of the night earlier for Revolution. Fletch and Ospreay in a steel cage. That could be up there.
That
as well.
could
I mean,
that
it's
could
very-
be
it's
match of the night. Here's my
very
thing.
easily.
Old man Kenny with a lot of fire still, by the way.
Yes.
A lot of fire still, by the way. Versus Takeshita for the International Championship, and Kenny wins. That match is gonna be my match of the night, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Give-
If
hey,
that
hey,
result
hey.
happens, it's tough. You know.
I'm a simple girl, you guys. Give Kenny Omega a belt. I give a match 5 stars.
Bro,
Respect.
bro.
Respect. Di Omega. My God, first time seeing them, but I'm locking in 6-star as my 2025 outstanding wrestler of the year.
Bro.
The Novi awards are being locked up firmly. We might have to make some cases here. Scotty Wrestling, shout out to the GOAT 6-star. Shout out Scott.
Oh, I
Shout
love
out.
Scott.
We love Scott,
You can
yeah.
listen to Scott and I talk about Joshi and Puro, mostly Joshi, on the Gold Star podcast, alongside the final Ross, Jamie Ross.
Another GOAT.
Occasionally on Russell Purist. We're not a weekly show, but hey, show the show some love. Show the show some love, and maybe we'll get booked more.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get booked
true.
more.
All right, we're behind by. We're gonna do speed run hour. Speed run, picking up pace. We're gonna get through them all because I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't already, leave a like on the stream. Feeling generous, super chat. Let's fucking rock this. Great way to start. Hanger Suji, Forbidden Door, sexual.
Yeah.
Sexual.
The
I
issue
mean-
is
Don't say,
The
don't say
issue
things
is-
like that to me.
the issue is Gene Blast is gonna have to take the buckshot lariat 1, 2, 3.
That's alright. They'll be alright.
Sorry,
Oh,
Gene.
It
Sorry,
is what
Gene
it
Blast.
is.
Sorry, Big Gene Blast.
Suji, you might be on the road to a belt, but
Guys.
the big boy belt, but it doesn't
Talking
matter.
about Forbidden Door. Shibata versus Goto for the IWGP World Heavyweight
Yeah.
Championship.
Need hashtag.
Shibata
need.
Goto, Tanahashi Ospreay is my
Yeah,
theories.
I'm
at the
all
moment.
Tanahashi Ospreay. Hey, I wouldn't mind Tanahashi Omega for the International Championship. What are we talking about?
Kenny's going to New Japan more than Ospreay is at the moment. I think
That's
that
true.
match might happen in. I see that. Shut up, Marcus. I think there's more chance of that happening in Japan than the Ospreay Tanahashi match.
And it'd be better in Japan.
it would be better in Japan, absolutely.
It'd be better in Japan.
hmm
Speaking of Tanahashi, shout out him with the Sakuna makeup. God bless.
This final year has been glorious for the old legend. Art Irony, Hangman and Roddy going dad stash for dad stash, and don't they look good doing it? You know,
And don't they look so good? Hey,
I mean-
I'm gonna drink to that.
Roddy Strong waking me up an hour into a flight when I hadn't slept in 24 hours with that dad stash will never get out of my mind. That's ingrained in my memory for my whole entire life.
Kale, Hangman propaganda with this lineup as a fish in the water. I mean, this is you're just
There's
you're
no
just getting
propaganda. Hangman Page is just great. You're gonna have to cope, cry, and seethe.
It's just respect. I think that's really what it comes. It's just respect for the GOAT. Suji's gear yesterday. I haven't seen it. Did you have that shit on? I haven't seen it. Have any of you seen it?
Had that shit on.
I have not seen it.
I
Had
haven't
that shit
seen
on.
it.
I got a peep. I got a peep. He's
I'm
been
prepping to get into the Twitter.
him and Gabe that last little bit here. I mean that. Whew, oh baby, he might be back to the form I want him in. Let's see here, Caden. getting the call
To be
from
fair, this was promoted as the 6th Novi debut, and it's become a wonderful 4-person booth.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It's become something glorious. I mean, it's 6-star effect. You know, everyone wants to get involved.
Hey, the 6-star effect. I was gonna say.
Yeah. Even JJ's hanging around. Hello, JJ. It's good to see you.
Hey,
Shout out
JJ.
As
JJ.
always.
I miss
let's
you,
see here.
JJ.
Opinions on Samuel Zayn. Incredible.
Go.
What
one
a,
of the best
what a
wrestlers
segment on
on the
Monday.
planet.
What a
One
segment.
Top 5 babyface to ever exist in wrestling.
Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura NXT 2016 was like one of my favorite matches of all time. So Sami Zayn, I will always love you. You will always be famous in my heart.
I got to do his theme song on Monday. I was happy. It made me very, very
Girl.
happy.
I've never seen Sammy live. That makes me sad.
I
I would
finally
love to
got
see
it.
Sami live.
And it was a sick segment too, where all you had to do was just cheer the fuck out of him. Yeah, kill him, let's go. It was sick.
Getting to be ringside for Sammy main eventing a WrestleMania was fucking made me cry.
That's beautiful.
I would cry too. Kaden, that is a beautiful, beautiful.
I
thing
would
to
have been.
do.
I was in tears. I was crying buckets in my university accommodation when that match happened.
Who wins Big Stat Megasis double count out?
No
I
one.
said earlier. Yeah.
The fans. We win.
We
The
win.
fans.
Hey, this is 6-star promotions right here. You know,
6-star
this
wins.
is-
That's your answer. Kale, what's everyone's thoughts on most overrated in the world, Roxanne Perez? That guy should actually
What?
there was a wrestling
that-
Twitter account that.
Did you
that
see the
said
Stan
this.
account one that was like they were making fun of her entrance from like Rumble 23?
Bro, those people should all do
That's so
something
fucking
bad.
cool, bro.
Do something bad. I think.
Anyone,
You know what I mean?
anyone who disses Roxanne Perez, formerly known as Roxy, consider drawing a bath and using a toaster as a bath bomb. I will not tolerate it. That is racist. It is misogynistic, and you're just wrong. And you're just wrong, dude. I don't even watch the promotion. I know that she's doing great work. Tremendous wrestler. She's gonna shine so bright wherever she is. She's gonna continue to shine.
6, I'll tell you, she was so fucking good. She's so fun. The best part of the NXT 4-way. She got the win on Monday. It's just glorious.
I can tell you what the worst part was.
Hey.
Roxanne Perez legit might be the future. I think she's legitimately going to hold up that division for the next 10 years.
She's special prodigy, not just a name.
Look
JJ.
what happens when you wrestle on the indies before going to a big company. Ain't that crazy?
Makes you think. Maybe more people should follow that path.
Maybe.
Maybe it could work out well for them. JJ, 6. I stopped by San Jose Flea Market after the New Japan show and saw some amazing generic luchador figures. JJ,
Listen,
should you pick any?
California is one of the greatest places in the country. Love Cali. Obviously, large Latina community.
I miss
lots of love of lucha. I have family in Compton, so I visited them this past summer. And besides the constant bumping of K-Dot, there was also a lot of lucha love I was seeing, and also random places I was Mexican flea markets I was visiting. So yeah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah. Big dude, this is the most unhinged show you've ever done. Well, I appreciate
That's
that.
the vibes we bring, bro.
That's what happened. It seems like whenever Chuck's around, it tends to be a little bit more unhinged because there was a run those few weeks. It got a little wild. And 6-star comes in, adds a little bit more chaos, and Cadenly jumps in and is being Star-Lord. You know, it's what
The guy
happens.
from Marvel Rivals.
I started the show. I
started.
started the show feeling the energy of women's wrestling course through my veins and thrown into the people.
Yeah, you did dispel some energy at that moment. Well, hold on now. Taylor Port Graps 6-star with the wine glass has inspired me. Cheers.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, cheers.
Cheers. Let's see. Yeah, this is. I would like to see Will and Kenny on tonight's show. I would in some capacity, but
They gotta be, bro.
they'll be around. I think.
Do we think my glorious EVPs are booked on Dynamite tonight?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, hold my hand before you break my heart, bro.
I think they
Uh-oh.
return. I think they return at Revolution.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I think that's so woke. I think they should just. Oh, wow.
Listen.
It's in California.
A real one like me. Listen, a real one like me would have had them defending the IWGP Tag Team Championships week in, week out.
Hey,
Hey,
you're not
good.
wrong on that front. You're not wrong.
Hey man, Bucks, if you wanna pull up to RevPro for the shits and gigs, do it. I think it'll be funny.
You know what? We talked about having non-title
Nasty, bro.
women's feuds, which is awesome. We
Us.
talked about having non-title women's feuds in AEW, which has been awesome. Low key, you want to do a non-title tag feud and throw the Bucks back on TV this week and give them a tag team match at Revolution, no titles, no nothing, with a proper story in the tag team division? Oh. I'm seated. I'm sad. I'm locked in.
Bro, I'm so convinced. I'm so convinced they're coming back and attacking Kenny, which makes sense that they wouldn't do it here on this week. I just miss my goats. Okay.
I get it. I get it.
And you and me both.
They looked in. Matt Jackson's got abs on abs, bro. Like they ain't looked like this since 2019.
They had their shirt off. They're back. We're up. It's looking good.
We're so up. He was wearing obnoxious pearls. Like, bro.
Oh, we're back.
No
We're
shirts,
feeling the energy.
pearls, abs. If they were uploading to BTE, Matt Jackson would do his weekly like pose into the camera
Oh
with
my
the shirt
god,
off.
the weird angles that they would do there.
Hey, don't let Chuck
Leave
and
the
I's
memories
messages leak. Don't let those
Leave the
messages
memories
leak.
alone. Leave the memories alone.
Okay. We have 10 minutes till Dynamite starts.
Fuck.
We are
My
speeding.
God,
There's been a lot of yapping. This is very true.
I
I
am
caught a
yapping.
Roman sleepwalking through matches. So beast. Real stars. Very true.
Hey,
Hayden.
and
how's the groundwork?
they're getting 7 figures. And they're
Have y'all-
getting 7 figures.
True.
Have y'all seen the setup for tonight?
Caden, what's the groundwork for the F1 pod? Don't talk to me about setups. It's connected to the ring. Okay, it's great.
I don't know. I'm probably just gonna fucking do it. No one's reached out and said they wanted to do it with me, so I think I'm just gonna do it by myself. And like, I don't know.
Dude.
I'll wait till like Drive to Survive starts to do it.
Do an NASCAR pod. I'll do it with you.
Dude, I'm sorry. I tried watching Daytona. That shit was boring as hell. I'm not.
I've
no.
been meaning to get into
Glorious.
NASCAR. Listen, I've been meaning to get into NASCAR because what I've watched has interested me.
Get into
I would be
F1.
happy to do like I would do this podcast with you and do my first impressions of NASCAR on a week-to-week basis.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing NASCAR. I'm doing Formula One.
Bro,
Oh, then I'll do Formula One.
NASCAR,
Yeah.
the glorious
Let's
sport.
go.
The glorious sport. Chuck just know
Novi,
NASCAR
join
better.
Novi. You should do this. You should get into F1 with me. Dude,
There
you'd
we go.
like it. You like NASCAR. You'd like F1.
Oh, manufacturer. Oh, they're better than everyone. Yeah, true, Chuck. Good point. Maybe Parker's a really nice
All I
guy.
know is that I once served Lewis Hamilton's personal stylist at my retail job when I worked in retail.
You haven't told me this. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, no. When I was working in retail a couple of years ago, Lewis Hamilton's personal stylist was just like, "Yeah, I'm shopping for Lewis Hamilton," and I was just like,
Wow.
Hell
"The
yeah.
F1 driver." He's just like, "Yeah, you know him." I was just like,
The goat.
"Yeah, he's from the same county I am from. Like, I know who this man is." Also,
goat.
he's very famous in the UK. He's Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. Let's see here. I want to see what we're going on here. 6-star, address this. You're about to rob a bank or a museum.
What? I'm about to rob a bank or a museum.
I was thinking improv.
So no, God no. I'm just wearing black, guys. I'm just wearing black.
Black is the
beanie
best
on 'cause My
color.
hair's. I'm just wearing. Listen, the beanie because my hair's a mess, and this is like the top I always wear when I podcast. So
Yep.
I threw it on today.
So you're gonna throw this on, and then you're not gonna talk about what happens after the show when you do rob the. Okay, I get it. No worries.
Correct. I'm also
Marcus.
wearing white pants, so hate to throw that off, you guys.
Ah, shit. All right, it's over. Marcus, I seen that GCW announcement. You can't fool me, Chuck. Shout out Marcus. And yes, she will not be getting away with this. We firmly addressed this
I'm
on the
just
show.
a
We all know
girl.
you're on the GCW board of directors, Chuck. We all know this.
Bro, but they've still got me blocked on Twitter, so
Oh, they blocked me too.
I've been blocked
was-
for years.
when I still had the 6-Star Wrestling account, like the original one from 2022, I tweeted out something bad about a GCW pay-per-view, and then they blocked me.
I tweeted whenever they did the Hammerstein. I think I was tweeting something bad, and they were like, "Fuck you." I was like, "Okay." But it is what it is. Kale, there's no one at her age working at her level. It's not a nickname. Very true by Roxanne. Very, very, very true. I think there is a couple of people that are on like similar paths, but Roxy's just different. Hang on, let's scroll down. I'm trying to see. We're speeding through. We're getting through. Oh, don't come on, Art. This is glorious. Just get this is glorious. I mean, come on, wonderful.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wonderful.
Hey.
JJ, Bob and Shoot would talk NASCAR. That's also true. They would do that. They are getting
F1
into the
though.
left turn sports. However, Joe is very much against it and thinks it's nasty work. But
The only
he's
time
wrong.
Bob
I
ever
don't
goes left.
understand the appeal of the cars going fast around the tracks.
Okay,
I-
Brit Rest enjoyer.
Oh,
By the way,
by the way,
Right.
By the
Next
way.
time, I'll stay at home. I will not tune in. I ain't gonna pull up and crash a bus. Taking my ball, I'm going home, going to bed.
I love you, Chuck.
look,
I love you too.
that was a stray bullet. I get it. I understand. but
Juice
we very much
Juice
appreciate
Robinson?
you joining. Oh,
Rock hard?
I
we
miss
need,
Juice,
we need
bro.
him back. We need him back. I think it's just wonderful. We might pull up with the F1 NASCAR pod. We might start talking business on Caden Lee's channel. Maybe. And Chuck might be a part of it at some point. We'll see.
When we Novi, when we send Chuck to Silverstone to live report,
We're sending you to the track. We're okay. We're sending you to the track.
Hey man, give me tickets. I'll go.
I mean,
Brother, it's so
that's-
fucking expensive.
yeah.
I want to
yeah,
go so badly, and it is insanely expensive.
Yeah.
My friend
it's
wanted to
tough.
go last year, and she was like, "Nah."
But speaking
Related-
of wine,
Related
Speaking of
to
what?
expensive tickets. Oh my goodness.
oh,
It's okay. It didn't get on my pants. It got on my floor. Speaking
Oh.
of expensive tickets, and other amazing AEW related gifts my boyfriend has gotten me. He got us tickets to a Dynamite on the West Coast a few months ago.
Oh,
I
shit.
almost spilled too much. I'm not trying to dox myself. So
yeah. But that's
Oh,
fucking beast. Yeah, I mean, this has been a great show. I mean, some are calling it the most chaotic, some are calling it the best. I mean, it's gotten rave reviews all around.
Mhm.
And the person who started the show deserves the first mention. 6, is there anything you want to promote to close out this broadcast?
Of course. So like I've said, you can find me. I'm the main tweeter of the @GoldStar Podcast Twitter account. That's the Gold Star Podcast. You can find us on Wrestle Prius every once in a while. We usually cover big events happening in Joshi and in Puro. You can also, if you're into, speaking of the GOAT earlier, Scott Edwards Wrestling, Scott E Wrestling YouTube channel. I did a video with him today, the Check It Out YouTube video series where we review matches. We reviewed the tag team star dream match of Mayu Watani and Sari versus Benny and Chihiro Hashimoto. That is up on his YouTube channel today.
Glorious.
So if you want to listen to more of me, Wrestle Pierce Gold Star Podcast and Scott E Wrestling YouTube channel.
Hell yeah.
And follow @Gold Star Podcast.
Yes.
And I make most of those tweets.
The Gold Star Twitter is linked in the description. Please check it out, and please check out their show on Wrestle Pierce. And speaking of shows on Wrestle Pierce, Chuck, you're all around. Tell the people.
I do a couple of shows on Wrestle Furious. Girls on Graps, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern. Myself and Anna, and we will be rotating guests. We had Lyric on today. It was very fun. And then Dynamite review at 6:30 Eastern on a Thursday. They'll be writing out at some point. I haven't actually written anything this month. I probably should do that. Yeah, just check out my stuff out on Wrestle Furious. I do stuff on the Late Night Grin, #relight the views. We'll see if I'm there next week. I start my new job next week. I might have to skip it, but we'll see. Also, dog. There's your dog content.
Let's
for the show.
fucking go.
Yeah.
Stay chilling.
Sleepy,
He's just
in
up.
fact.
He's so sleepy.
Caden,
Boy.
you willed your way onto this broadcast. Is there anything you want to tell the people about?
Yeah, I have a few things that I'm trying to work on while I am still unemployed. One of those is I started a Substack today that I'll eventually post about, and I'm putting a bunch of like old writing assignments I did in school. So I have like a bunch of sports stuff that I'm putting up there. None of it's like probably worth reading, but it'll be there if you want to read stuff I've written.
Good promo.
Yeah, and I've also been convinced by Joey Bing Bong to go through old Graps and to catalog my journey on that Substack because I just need something to do. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna like probably do some writing stuff for hockey games. I might do some F1 writing, but like the F1 podcast is a thing I really want to do, so that's likely what I'm gonna do with F1. But yeah, just anything I write will be up on that Substack. I don't have anything on Russell Pierce because I do not work for major corporations and I do not subscribe to capitalism. So no, I will not be there. But Late Night Grin, I don't know what
You're
we
there.
going on, but
You're
I'll be
there. Of course, guys, you can find me, Late Night Grin. You can find on this channel. We have a new video out on Saturday. I can't remember the last time I was as excited to write about a video. It's the words are just coming out like nobody's business. This Saturday, it'll be a good one. I'm not going to spoil it, but it'll be a good one. Next week, you can find the same time. We'll be doing this show. I don't know who's going to be on it, but we might have to do some business deals with some of the people on screen here.
See what happens.
And tomorrow, it's likely because I've been forced into a contract by Rob that I'll be on the Dynamite review. So
God
please tune
bless.
into that as well.
God bless.
Folks, it's been a wonderful broadcast. Dynamite is starting in 1 minute. So we went down to the wire. We're yapping. But we do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure to leave a like on the way out. Thank you guys so much.
Happy birthday,
And
Mayu
also-
Watani.
True. And also, Grindication is tonight. Bob, Joe, and Oracle will be going through WCW. So make sure to tune into that as well in Late Night Grin Gold. And we'll see you guys next week. I appreciate you all. And have a good